Beshear pitches bold investments as he reveals his budget plan to lawmakers. We have the key points and reaction from Frankfort.
Plus, the University of Kentucky takes a look at security in residence halls, some new ideas to make students safer.
Dry and colder conditions take over Friday with the snow potential increasing for the weekend. A look at the busy forecast ahead coming up.
Live from Lexington, our home, your news. This is Fox 56 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Marvin Bartlett.
And I'm Imani Payne. New tonight, security is about to get tighter in campus dorms at the University of Kentucky. This after a string of burglaries occurred over winter break.
UK has arrested 28-year-old Christian Lowe, a man they suspect is behind the thefts. Fox 56's Georgia MacArthur is with us with what's being done to keep this from happening again.
The university is investigating a weapon on school property. Marvin, Imani, back to you.
Thank you, Georgia. Authorities from 3 Kentucky agencies are looking for the Crime Stoppers wanted person of the week. 25-year-old Tyree Williams is wanted by Lexington Police Probation and Parole, along with the Floyd County Sheriff's Office. He has a warrant for absconding parole related to charges including burglary and trafficking in controlled substances. He also has a warrant out of Floyd County for failure to appear, reference to several charges. One of those involves possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Call 859-253-2020 if you know where to find him, or submit via p3tips.com. You could earn up to $1,000 cash. Governor Beshear today signed legislation to give more help to victims of last month's tornadoes in western Kentucky. The move will trigger an immediate infusion of aid for schools and residents left homeless by the deadly storms. Beshear's signature comes just one day after the bill cleared the Republican-dominated legislature. The measure includes $200 million of assistance requested by the governor.
A longtime figure in Kentucky politics has died. Larry Forgy died this morning at the University of Kentucky Hospital. According to his sister, State Senator Alice Forgy Kerr, Forgy had been in poor health for several years. He was a Republican candidate for governor 3 times and came close to beating Paul Patton in 1995. Multiple Kentucky Republicans expressed their condolences, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who said he will miss Forgy's humor, lively speeches, and kind heart. Forgy was 82 years old.
Well, rain moved through some areas today, and it's a little cooler again tonight.
Yeah, but what can we expect heading into tomorrow? Let's get a first check of that forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Johnson. Chris.
Yeah, we had a few spotty showers dotting the skies across portions of eastern and south. Talk more about that forecast ahead here in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Chris. A global pandemic did not slow Kentucky's desire to give life-saving gifts. In fact, the Kentucky organ donor affiliates have once again broken their record with more than 1,000 organ, tissue, and cornea donors in 2021, leading to more than 500 transplants and 500 lives saved. This was their 4th year of growth, as they've seen a 75% increase compared to the number of organ donors in 2017.
New information released today shows the state continues to see a spike in COVID-19 cases.
In fact, as of today, every county in the state is under the CDC's Red County recommendations. More than 9,000 new cases were reported today, and there are now almost 2,100 Kentuckians hospitalized with the virus. The state's positivity rate is nearly 28%, and there were 29 new deaths reported today. Health officials maintain the best way to protect yourself from COVID-19 is to get vaccinated. New information released today shows the state continues to see a spike in those COVID-19 cases.
More than 9,000 new cases were reported statewide today, and there are now almost 2,100 Kentuckians hospitalized with the virus. Meantime, the Lexington-Fayette County Health Department reported nearly 900 new cases this week alone. Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton says more than 80% of people in Lexington hospitals with COVID are unvaccinated. She says the indoor mask mandate in government buildings will remain in place, but encourages others to do their part too.
Now, what I would encourage businesses to do is to ask people to mask when they come inside, and that is fully within their purview. I know a lot of people are getting frustrated. A lot of people in the community are tired of this, but it's not over yet. So we've got to just keep staying strong.
She goes on to say the best line of defense is getting vaccinated. Visit fox56news.com for information on vaccination locations. Transylvania University has started the new semester and classes will be virtual tomorrow. The university is also requiring all students and staff to have a negative PCR test when returning to campus. The return to in-person classes will be next Tuesday. Any student who does not receive a negative test will not be allowed to attend in-person classes. Transylvania also anticipates requiring a booster shot in the future.
Jessamine County schools are making new changes to their COVID-19 contact tracing and quarantine procedures as they enter the new year. Earlier this week, school districts received revised COVID-19 school operations guidance. The new guidelines state that in districts that require universal masking, like Jessamine, students who are not experiencing symptoms do not need to quarantine following at-school exposures to a person diagnosed with COVID-19. School officials are hoping these new guidelines will reduce the amount of out-of-school time for students and preserve in-person learning.
With more snow on the way this weekend, Fayette County schools released their winter plans for this school year. In place of traditional closings or delays, Fayette County will begin the use of non-traditional instruction days in severe weather cases. School buildings and after-school activities will remain closed on these days, but students will participate in remote learning with their school-issued Chromebooks. Parents looking for more information can find it on the schedules and login information that is being sent home by your student's school.
Still to come, a big Kentucky festival returns after being put on hold during the pandemic. Up next, how the Kentucky Derby Festival will go forward with a few things done a little differently.
And later, the average price of a new car hits an all-time high. We'll have those numbers.
The first 10 minutes of Fox 56 News at 10 were brought to you commercial-free. Sponsored by UK Federal Credit Union.